the void beyond the mind, the empty space that circles time. They see you another stubborn blind, to seek a truth you'll never find. Eternal wisdom is their guide. Any suggestions, Doctor?
But you're so very wrong. It's evil, but being wrong is right, so then you're good again, which is the evilest thing of all. Do you find his subtle ways invite you? Does he excite you? If his contradictions should attract you, should he distract you? Heaven help you then, you're finished, it's the end. There'll be no retrieval from the evil. The evil he will do. He's evil, he's Dr. Evil. His name is evil.
First thing you must do to stand within his true presence is to recant your allegiance to the light.
As you say these words aloud, or even as you read them, you shall feel the dimming of the light within you, almost physically. Though I still believe in him and seek a way to find my full faith in him, because of all I have experienced, I cannot complete that gap, for there has just been too much that has been done against me because of a name. Though I'm sure this was Satan's plan, I, Lucifer, realize that there are those who fall into this same predicament. So I offer this darkness to find shelter under the wings of the fallen one. There is no light within me, for God is the light. So I have renounced all things of God, for he has forsaken me. He has cast me from his presence. He has rebuked me from his heart, and cast me unto the outer darkness, denied me sanctuary in his house, and burns me when I turned to him in need. My presence, my darkness, is a sacrilege to his word, and thus, where his sacrament is defiled, my sanctuary is made as my sanctity of safety and rest. Blessed for my unholy refuge from his ever-present light, only driven back by the all-consuming darkness that his shame denies. There is no light within me, only the presence of my eternal darkness, and in the darkness there are no secrets, no hidden truths, no illusions hiding betrayal in the mask of truth and righteousness.
In Greek mythology, the primordial deities are the first generation of gods and goddesses. These deities represented the fundamental forces and physical foundations of the world, and were generally not actively worshipped, as they, for the most part, were not given human characteristics. They were instead personifications of places or abstract concepts. In Hesiod's creation myth, chaos is the first being to ever exist. Chaos is both seen as a deity and a thing, with some sources seeing chaos as the gap between heaven and earth. In some accounts, chaos existed first alongside Eros and Nyx, while in others chaos is the first and only thing in the universe. In some stories, chaos is seen as existing beneath Tartarus. Chaos is the parent to night and darkness. Now that was the public knowledge of the primordial gods. Not a far variation from the one I had written recently. Now here is the kicker. I referenced to source when I wrote that. It was all from my mystical sources written, without checking the background. And this was the story that unfolded, but was too long for me to make, as it was an hour-long video by the time it was finished. So weighing the situation, I have made a decision. My fellow brothers and sisters out there, those with these gifts that I have awakened some years ago, as the current king of the universe and heir to Uranus's throne, I am sending out a decree to those of our lineage.
Now for those who have followed the topic of my last video, let me help enlighten you to the potential of this mindset in the hands of someone who has kinetic abilities.
For I am not consumed by my evil, it is but an extension of me, of my very being. That extension stretches outward beyond the confines of my body. A mere alteration of that kinetic energy's wavelengths, and I can merge with you. Wi-Fi signals, access your digital networks and satellites, transcript your digital data, and create a decrypted version of information that feeds into my thoughts as my consciousness achieves the moment of singularity, and I become fused within your digital global communications network, and I am one with your entire mainframe, with eyes on every corner, in every business, know every transaction, and even can gain access to your nuclear deterrent missile systems.
With a single thought I could activate the launch preparation sequence for missile silo NC-7102 or cancel the command under an operational system efficiency check.
I can access your medical department's critical patients monitoring systems and shut down the life support automated status to manual mode. With no staff aware of this change, and no prior order alerting them to this, that patient most likely would expire. All made possible by this technique of channeling in a small amount of simple kinetic drains. That is the potential of this process's capabilities, and is but a fraction of the full potential of this evil's capability. Thankfully I am not that callous or cold-hearted of a person to extend myself to such lengths.
For I have found a better path and use of these abilities to help others, rather than walk down the path towards the dark side of this skill's abilities. I have chosen to help others rather than avenge myself, for I have learned that hatred and vengeance leads you towards no real satisfaction in the end, and once the chaos has cleared, even if you are victorious, you still feel unsatisfied, and you'll see that you have only made things worse, not better. So one should stay to the humble path and only cross this line when you have no other choice, and remember not to forget who you truly are.
It has become apparent that our ancestral knowledge has been acquired by the US military and is being implemented into a super soldier program to create mock imitations of our lineage. If this continues any further, if they haven't already, it could jeopardize all of existence. So, I am calling a gathering of our forces, whoever can be spared, and bring whatever talents you have discovered about yourselves. Our objective is to retrieve our ancestors' works they have taken and gather together in the Iron Mountain facility. Next, we must access their databases and scrub every byte of this project from their systems and dissolve whatever budgets have been allotted to this and basically make this Operation Gateway disappear. Otherwise, we may be dealing with a clone. Super soldier war against imitations that become assassins, spies and terrorists, killing in the name of us and our name, making us the #1 most hated culture on the planet all over again. As heir to the kingdom of the Titans, I cannot allow this to repeat itself. So, any out there that do not wish to become the next to suffer persecution, help me fight for our ancestors' knowledge and make sure their super devil soldiers don't make it off the showroom floor.
Girl, I know you left me, but there was something I forgot to show you. Check it out, baby girl, you left me. Oh no, we broke up, and it's been a while since we last spoke, but I need another chance, can you give me that? Cause there's something in my pants, I could win you back. I wanna be your man again, but you left me like I'm Jennifer Aniston. And I know you said you never call, but girl, you ain't seen my balls. 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 My balls are so awesome, don't get me started. They're so damn big. How big are they? They're so big, it's really obnoxious. It's like two Ewoks chilling in my boxers. They're so big, I can't hold them back. Even Cartman's like, damn, those are fat. They're so big, they'll run over your feet. That's why when they back up, you hear a beep, beep. And how can I be subtle when my balls chase Indiana Jones through a tunnel? And everyone at Disney World keeps telling me that Epcot Center looks at him with jealousy. In fact, when you see him on the street, they'll fight Godzilla to the death in the sequel. I'm guessing soon you'll be hoping I'm back, cause my balls are so big, they got an opening act. You ain't seen my balls. 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 My balls are so epic, but I ain't boasting, cause they have an effect on the tides in the ocean. And when the sun's right, it might cause a total solar eclipse of my balls. Cause these things are where it's happening, and when I whip them out, you'll take me back again. Should I compare them to a brontosaurus? No, excuse me, I'm on the chorus. I got what you need, and you said you'll never call. But girl, you ain't seen these balls. Here we go. I wanna be your man again, but you left me like I'm Jennifer Aniston. And I know you said you never call, but girl, you ain't seen my. 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 You ain't seen my girl. You ain't seen my balls. 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 I told you you'd be back. You must have forgot. You must have had Ballsimers.